And would you believe it, folks, but this man right here with the giant hammer is nicknamed the Demolition Man. Yes, sir. It is, once again, from Holland, Alistar Owerim. He is from the illustrious Golden Glory team. And he's the man with the smoothest, slickest hairdo around. You don't want to get hit by that hammer. And even when he gets rid of the hammer, his fists can be hammers. But it's his submissions that have got everybody guessing late. And his opponent from Finland, Vesa Vouori.
Vesa Vouori, one of the Finnish fighters that come on so strongly of late. They've really started taking to mixed fights in that country, which is totally sports crazy. Finland, many good athletes come there, many good fighters.
I think it's great when one country comes out and they'll dominate, let's say like Brazil did at the beginning of mixed martial arts, and then it gets to where the Americans learn it, the Dutch learn it, the Japanese learn it, the Finnish learn it, the Russians learn it. Then it's anybody's guess who could win a title, a championship, or a really competitive match on this day.
I fully agree.
You know, because if you have dominant, you know, like for instance in soccer, for the longest time Brazil dominated the soccer scene, but then the Europeans, and I'm talking about Holland and Germany, have got some really formidable World Cup, you know, victories. And the same thing is true in mixed martial arts. So you got the Dutch, who were really getting a good idea about mixed fights, and now the Finnish. So this is anybody's fight in here. You got a big man in Vesa against Alistar, who's no shrimp himself. He's 6'5" tall. And they're banging away here, folks, throwing the bombs. And down into the side mount, Alistar Owerim on top.
You can see that Owerim is trying to maneuver himself in a position where he can go into the full mount, but that is, up until now, it is not possible because of the knee of Wari. But
if Vouori turns again to try and get Alistar off of him. Now Vouori almost getting the guard and Vouori pushing Alistar back. Alistar saying, let's get back up, let's stand up fight. So we shall see. But Alistar's going to have to throw, he's going to have to throw an overhand right, which he just did. Can't believe it. Alistar wants this fight on the ground, I think, because Alistar is really getting good on the ground. Oh, is Alistar going to go for an armbar? It's a move that he's been successful with recently, but Vouori really using some creative leg movement to almost escape from side mount, but not quite.
Well, definitely his work with Heath Herring must have paid off.
Yeah.
Heath Herring, one of the great fighters in the Pride, now training and working alongside Alistar Owerim in Holland.
Okay, Alistar has a couple options here. He could try to mount the Finnish fighter, but that's going to be difficult. Oh, but there he goes, and look at that reversal by the Finnish fighter, and they stand back up. Alistar drops him with the right hand. Alistar with the ground and pound. Alistar in control. Alistar going for the finish. And he does just that. He finished the Finnish man, Alistar Owerim, with a spectacular and dramatic TKO by referee stoppage.
And how fast he was. I mean, the moment he saw his opponent falling back, he jumped on him like a hungry lion and never let up, kept on punching, punching, punching. There was no way the Finn could do anything as far as approaching his opponent, and there was no other alternative than to tap out.
Well, Vesa Vouori was just overwhelmed in that last exchange. Alistar seized the moment, he smelled blood, and he went for the kill. Having killer instinct, Fred, is something I think you know about being a world champion in kickboxing. You've probably seen a lot of technicians, but not everyone knows when to close the show, do they?
Well, you're absolutely right there. I mean, it's nice to make points, it's good to use nice techniques, but there are people who have this sheer willpower of trying to destroy the opponent whenever the moment is there. And they see that moment, they grasp that moment, and then you get a situation just like that. Look at the ferocity with which he is punching his opponent.
Yeah, I think what